Your brain is sabotaging your decisions. Not because it hates you, not because you're broken, but because it's doing exactly what it was designed to do. Right now, you probably believe that your decisions are logical, that you choose based on reason, that when you mess up, it's because you weren't disciplined enough, or motivated enough, or smart enough. But that's not the truth. The truth is far more uncomfortable. Most of your decisions are not made by logic. They are made by an ancient system inside your brain whose only job is to keep you safe, comfortable, and alive. Even if that comfort slowly ruins your future. This is why you promise yourself you'll change and then repeat the same behavior. Why you know what's right, but still choose what's easy. Why you make decisions you regret and then wonder why you did it again. Your brain is not optimized for long-term success. It's optimized for short-term relief. And until you understand this, you'll keep fighting yourself instead of working with how your mind actually operates. Let's start with something simple. Have you ever decided to start something important, felt clear, motivated, confident, and then somehow ended up doing nothing? Not because you forgot, not because you didn't care, but because something invisible pulled you back. That invisible force is your brain protecting you from discomfort. Your brain does not distinguish between physical danger and emotional discomfort. Uncertainty feels like danger. Failure feels like danger. Rejection feels like danger. Change feels like danger. So when you try to do something unfamiliar, your brain activates defense mode. It floods you with doubt. It creates distractions. It whispers excuses that sound logical. You're tired. Now's not the right time. You can do it later. Let's just relax today. And here's the scary part. These thoughts don't feel like sabotage. They feel like you. That's why they work. Your brain doesn't attack you directly. It negotiates. It convinces you to delay just a little, to choose comfort just this once, to avoid discomfort today and promise action tomorrow, and tomorrow becomes next week. Next week becomes next year. And one day, you look back and wonder where the time went. This is how sabotage happens quietly. Your brain is rewarded every time it keeps you comfortable, every time you avoid effort, every time you escape discomfort, every time you choose the familiar. Your brain releases relief chemicals, not happiness, relief. And relief is addictive. That's why scrolling feels so tempting. Why junk food calls louder than discipline. Why procrastination feels strangely calming. Your brain has learned that avoidance equals safety. So when you try to change, it resists. Not because change is bad, but because change is unknown. And unknown feels unsafe. This is why knowing better doesn't make you do better. Knowledge lives in the rational part of your mind, but decisions are driven by emotion. You don't decide based on what's true. You decide based on what feels safe in the moment. And your brain defines safety as familiarity, even if that familiarity is self-destructive. This explains something most people don't want to admit. Sometimes, staying stuck feels safer than moving forward. Staying where you are may hurt, but at least it's predictable. Change introduces risk. What if you fail? What if you try and it doesn't work? What if you prove your worst fears about yourself are true? Your brain would rather protect your ego than help you grow. So it sabotages action by keeping you busy, distracted, and comfortable. And then it blames you. You start saying things like, I just lack discipline. I'm not consistent. I don't have willpower. But willpower isn't the issue. You're fighting a system that evolved to keep you alive, not fulfilled. This is why motivation never lasts. Motivation is emotional, and your emotional brain can flick instantly. One bad day, one stressful moment, one uncomfortable feeling, and suddenly the decision you were confident about feels heavy. So you stop, and every time you stop, your brain learns something important. It learns that avoidance works. That stopping relieves discomfort. That quitting brings safety. And that lesson gets reinforced. This is how patterns form. You don't repeat behaviors because you want to. You repeat them because your brain has learned they reduce discomfort. Even bad habits serve a purpose. They calm you, they distract you, they numb you. So when you try to remove them, your brain panics because it thinks you're taking away its coping mechanism. This is why change feels emotionally intense. You're not just changing behavior, You're threatening your brain's sense of control. And control is everything to your mind. So how do you stop your brain from sabotaging your decisions? You don't fight it. You outsmart it. You stop relying on motivation and start designing around psychology. The first step is understanding that action must feel safe, not comfortable, safe. Small actions feel safe. Big actions feel threatening. That's why people fail when they try to change everything at once. They trigger maximum resistance. But when you make the action small, almost laughably small, your brain doesn't panic. 5 minutes of effort, one tiny step, one incomplete action. This lowers the emotional cost of starting. And starting is where sabotage usually happens. Once you start, momentum takes over. Your brain relaxes because the threat has passed. This is why the hardest part of any task is the beginning. Your brain is guarding the gate, but once you're inside, it stops fighting. The second step is changing your environment. Your brain is lazy. It chooses the path of least resistance. If distractions are easy, you'll choose them. If discipline is hard, you'll avoid it. This is not a character flaw, it's biology. So instead of relying on willpower, remove friction. Put distractions out of reach. Make good habits easier than bad ones. Your brain will follow the easiest path available. The third step is identity. Your brain protects who you believe you are. If you see yourself as someone who struggles with discipline, your brain will sabotage disciplined actions to maintain consistency. But when you take small actions consistently, your identity shifts. You don't think your way into a new identity. You act your way into it. Action provides evidence. Evidence rewires belief, and belief changes behavior. This is how sabotage loses power. Not overnight, but gradually. And here's the most important truth. Your brain is not your enemy. It's just outdated. It was built for survival, not modern life. It doesn't understand long-term goals, abstract success, or delayed rewards. You have to guide it. You have to show it through repeated action that growth is safe. And the moment you stop blaming yourself, the moment you stop calling yourself lazy or broken, you gain power. Because now, you're not fighting who you are. You're working with how you function. Your bad decisions don't define you. They reveal your brain's programming, and programming can be updated, one small decision at a time. So the next time you feel resistance, the next time you hesitate, the next time you feel the pull of comfort, don't argue with yourself. Just make the actions smaller, make it safer, make it unavoidable, and move. Because your brain may sabotage your decisions, but only if you let it lead. If this message resonated with you, it means you're becoming aware. And awareness is the first upgrade. Subscribe to Daily Upgrade Motivation for daily content that helps you understand your mind, break hidden patterns, and build a better future one decision at a time. Like this video if you're ready to stop fighting yourself. Share it with someone who keeps saying, "I know what to do," but never starts. Your brain is powerful. Make sure it's working for you, not against you.